Yeah. It's your man, Soda Baker. You know what I'm saying? His old taker. Don't make me the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? So on that type of time, all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? It's my little man right here. My little man. Tell me your name. This is my little man. He's twisted right now. I'm paying no mind. You see his eyes. He turned around for the camera. He like the camera sometimes, but he twisted. He can't even open his eyes. His eyes is red. I'm paying no mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is my man. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Tell you a story. I'm gonna call this one "Murder in the Catskills." Tell you about happened one night. So we out there getting money. We out there eating. It's me and my man Mark. You know what I'm saying? So we up in the crib with two shorties. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? We up there eating, right? So boom, with some other cats out there eating. There's some kids out there from BK. They was from the pink houses, right? It's a bunch of them, but I was cool with most of them for them. You know what I'm saying? For the most part to keep the peace, you know what I'm saying? The little town we was in, everybody was eating, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Around that time, you know what I'm saying? It's like a crew across the street. A crew on the other side of the street. We was on the other side of the street. We had a crib. Yo, you can get a crib. Apartment was like $350. You heard? You heard, little Meth? $350 a month for apartment. So everybody used to. I had 2, 3 cribs at one time. Sometimes. You heard? Then I had a crib off the block. I bought a crib off a Fiend up in the project. Y'all had like 4 cribs in the town. So I used to bring cats up, and I was like, "Yo, where you want to stay?" Then I remember I bring certain cats up. They had never smashed a snow bunny. I said, "Yo, you ain't never smashed a snow bunny?" "Nah, I'm gonna get you some snow bunny love tonight, my G." It's like, "Yo, still remember that." It's like, "Yo, remember you took me up to the Catskills and you got me some snow bunny love?" No doubt, no diggity. So boom, this is what happened. We up in the Catskills. We in a little apartment development they had over there. They got like maybe it's like 9, 10 buildings. It's another like a fence on this side, and it's another little project area over there with about 6, 7 buildings, whatever it is, however many it is. But we was in the part where it was jumping, and the BK, the Pink House dudes, they was like, you know what I'm saying? It was a chick named Barbara, white chick, and she was a fiend, right? So you know what I'm saying? These dudes had been up there the whole summer. They was eating, they was getting money, but I guess it was too many of them. Just getting a little paper though, right? It's like I said, I got along with them. So for some whatever reason, we wind up with their hammers in our crib. We used to hold their hammers. Yeah, for you know what I'm saying? It's like they came up to us one day. They had a 2.5 and they had a tray 8, and they used to give them to me and Mark, and we used to put them sealing up at the crib. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I was just trying to be cool, trying to look out. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That was really some, you know what I'm saying, some dumb it. You know what I'm saying? But kept the hammers in the crib for them. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So one night they came, knocked on the door, and they wanted the hammers. So boom. We up in there, like I said, we was up in there with 2 shorties. He was up in there with his baby moms. I had a, you know what I'm saying, little chick I used to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Next thing I know, I didn't know what was going on. They arguing over the crib, the chick barber crib. It was like factions of them. It was like 6. They was all from the pink house. One, like 6 of them was from this building. And it was bugged out to me. And 6 of them was from the other side or something like that. But they were supposed to be all together. They wound up arguing over the Spirzot. You know what I'm saying? And it was a little dude over there, man. And he was cool. Me and Mark had just came over. I ain't gonna say his, I show his family. You know what I'm saying? He was over there and he used to like to smoke. He was like 16. You know what I'm saying? And me and Mark had went over there and gave him some herbals. And he was rolling up. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna roll this. Y'all come back and we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna blaze, do our this thing, you know what I'm saying?" So we went across, we doing our thing. I had little people's coming to see me. They got a little flow or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So next thing I know, a black two-door, what kind of car was it? A Chevrolet Celebrity. I'll never forget it, right? Two-door Chevrolet Celebrity roll up. I see this kid get out the car. Boom. This kid, so I'm looking. I said, oh, I know that kid. Come to find out, it was the same kid that I had came up from the town that day, and I was on the bus, the short line. He was on the short line with me. We took a cab from the short line bus station. Check it out. This is what happened. Check this out. This is how things work. This is why you can't deal with certain individuals. We took a cab back from short line together, right? And as we go into the town where we was getting paper, a sheriff car passed us. So the white dude that was driving the cab, he's being nosy. He's looking through the rear view and he's peeping us. I guess because you know NY. This kid was, you know what I'm saying. We different. You know what I'm saying. So he gonna say, yo, out of nowhere, this the cab driver. He says, if y'all got something on y'all better get it off y'all right now, because the sheriff just busted. So I looked through the sheriff busted you and threw the lights on, right? I said, oh man, I had like a biggie on me, 125. I don't know what he had. You know what I'm saying? I had the 125 tucked under the nuts, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom. I'm like, oh man, I can't afford this. It's crazy. So they speeding up. I ain't panicked. I still, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? You know, this dude panics. He ready to start tossing out the window. And I'm like, I had to stop him. Like, yo, you bugging? What you gonna? Come on, heard little methadone trying to toss out the window, the bomb. You know what I'm saying? I stopped him, and guess what happened? Guess what happened? The sheriff car sped, shot right past us. They was going to emergency. Shot right past us, so we get to the town. And I'm looking at this dude. I said, man, this dude is shaky, bakey, right? This punk ass. So boom, later on that night, about 4 or 5 hours later, he jumps out the car like I was like, run up to the crib. So we gave the kid the herbs. He rolling up. Don't you know he went in the crib and the kid, you know what I'm saying, the 16-year-old kid, he was in there with another dude, you know what I'm saying, from BK with the burnt face, hey, you know what I'm saying, y'all know what I'm talking about. He was all burnt up. He got burnt up in the weed spot out in Brooklyn, him and his man, his skin was all burnt up. So boom, he was in there with him. He went in there and clapped both of them. Before that, they came to the crib and got the hammers, and I didn't know what was going on. I gave him the hammers, you know what I'm saying, and he went and took that and then loaded, you know what I'm saying, and went in there and clapped both of them. He clapped the bird kid in the mouth, you know what I'm saying. I just like heard the jump off, just look out the window. Shorty spitting up blood. He's spitting his teeth out. He hit him in his mouth, and then the other kid, the 16-year-old kid, he went in there and smashed. He hit him behind, you know what I'm saying. He had his hair cornrows. You know what I'm saying? Rocked his, you know what I'm saying, his nugget from behind. Bang! You know what I'm saying? I think he hit him with the 25 because, you know what I'm saying, by the time me and son got over there, you know what I'm saying, he was laying on the floor in the crib and he threw the table, the coffee table, he threw it on top of him. So we moved the table. He still had the blunt in his hand like this. And Shorty had the little, small, tiny hole in the back of his cornrows. It was out of there, man. Out of there. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, man, the other kid lived. He spitting out teeth. He ran up to the cars, the chick coming in, pulling in, and he's like, help. He trying to get help, and she wound up murking off on him. You know what I'm saying? She was so scared. This was about late at night. You know what I'm saying? By then, 10, 11 o'clock, she coming in from work or something. She see he's running up to her bloody, spitting out teeth. She murks off, and this man was in there, little shorty was in there, up out of here. It's in the essence. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick. That's jumped off. Murder in the Catskills, man. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you heard? So I thought it was a soft area. Like I thought it was like, you know what I'm saying, one of them areas where you don't even need a jammy. But I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shorty was up out of there. It's long story short, they wound up catching son, the same cat I was on the short line with the panic. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Swine up giving him like, I think they gave him like, you know what I'm saying, playing around up there in that town, they gave him like 35 to life. Something like that. Something crazy. And he had a mad support system from his family. They was coming up there with buses and all that. But yeah, they rocked him. They laid him down. They gave him like 35 to life, man. You know, me and my man, we watched all that from the window like a movie. You know what I'm saying? From beginning to end, man. And, you know, I was just always, you know what I'm saying, like regretting, you know what I'm saying? I had to hand them biscuits like that, man. It was like some, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. You know, but you just never know, man. So, you know, like, I already know. Little Methadone for these stories, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to shake the haters off. They're gonna be on my body, man. Be on my body for these